Hello students, welcome to NEET World. This is Narayani. I am your Botany educator for the intermediate. So today we will discuss about the remaining session of the STEM modification for the junior inter people. Okay. So before I would like to before starting the session, I would like to announce very important news for you here. So we are commencing the NEET long term course for for the repeaters, droppers from the July 1st onwards, which means tomorrow. Okay, don't miss this opportunity because it is very affordable price we are providing just for 3,333. Okay, and also for 11th who are studying 11th and also 12th, we are also for the students also we are providing the coaching along with your IPE. You can focus the coaching class also, thereby you can get good marks in the upcoming competitive examinations like NEET and EAP set examinations. We have for MPC also, and that particular lecturers will explain you about the JEE course and EAP set course for the MPC people. For BIPC people, for especially we landed 3 programs. We are announcing 3 programs which are absolutely start from the tomorrow onwards, which means July 1st onwards. Okay, so if we are make it very affordable for you, so just for 3,333. For 11th people, if you done the coaching from here itself, it will be very easy for you to crack your upcoming year after the 12th completion of you will write the NEET and EAP set examinations, right? They will get easy because the day by day the questionnaire the exams have become very so tough. So now you will prepare means it will quite easy for you. For the 11th people, we announced the course name 2 Steps to Medicine. It just we are offering for 3,333. And for the 12th people also who are now you are in 12th. So by if you want to take the coaching parallelly with along with IP, it's a best why, because it is a smart smart preparation, because along with the IPE you are covering whole the syllabus of the NEET and EAP set examinations by joining at at just rupees 3,333 per month. And who want to droppers, repeaters, they want to take the online, right? So online we are just offering for 3,333. Not only we are offering, these are online prices students, so make a note of it. So these are for the droppers and these are for the 1 step to medicine, and this is a 2 step to medicine for the 11th people, 12th people and also repeaters. So it is just common fee for everyone, 11th, 12th and also repeaters. It is quite affordable fee for you because this much the demo classes are also available in YouTube of our channel. So there you can check our demo classes, how much the quality content is there, right? So this is a very limited offer and limited seats are available. So hurry up to join in our NEET World to crack your medicine and also EAP set examinations. So if you get the good rank, it will get better for you. If you are really passionate, join with us. We will guide you in a proper way, and we will only provide the well crafted study material. If you do that, study material also is enough, because that much NCERT based questions we are prepared. So this is one of the best opportunity for 11th, 12th and also repeaters, because we are just offering for rupees 3,333 per month. Okay. So this is one of the important news, students, and also this is our contact number. If you have any queries, you can just contact by this number. And also we are offering not only online, we are also offering for both offline and also online. For online people, this was the fee. For offline people, if you want to join in our NEET World, we have hostel facility also for separate of boys and also girls. So you can come to our institute, which is located in the Narayanguda, Hyderabad, near metro station. Okay, if you want to join, if you want to any queries to ask us, please contact this number. We will provide you all information which is required for you. Okay, so if you have a doubt, so how we can join our online classes? We have an app name called MedWorld. So thereby we will give you the access to our access to we will give you the class access to that MedWorld app. So whatever the classes which we are telling, so that will be uploaded in the MedWorld app. So 400 plus live classes will be there, recording sessions will be there. If you not understand that class, we have any doubts, you can by the recording sessions you can also repeat and listen again and again and again. and we will providing their daily practice tests and also periodic assessments. So, for the competitive examination, it is very much required to write the mocks more. So, we are preparing the week wise test, month wise test, 15 days of after completion of 15 days test, it will be quite remembering you the topics you already studied it. Okay. So, this is one of the important news. Do not forget to enroll. If you are really passionate to become a doctor, this is the best step. Okay. Enroll with our NEET world. So, and also in here one another more important news for you students, this is our Telegram group. So, by scanning this QR code, you can access our Telegram channel. So, you have a doubt like what are the benefits we get, right. So, these are the benefits you get by joining our Telegram group. So, daily quizzes, you will get the biology, chemistry, physics and mathematics, you will get the daily quizzes. For MPPC people, you can the maths also will be the quizzes will come. So, solve it there. So, it will create you boost up your confidence. When you solve the question, you will get the confidence, right. So, and also live class schedules. What are the live class schedules? We have clearly informed in this Telegram channel. If see now I am on live. So, I will drop the message that I am the live at the sharp 5:30, right. So, thereby you can access on time, and also what are the free resources we will provide there, and mainly one-on-one doubt solving sessions will be there. What is one-on-one doubt solving sessions? If you have any doubt at particular subject or faculty, so mention your doubt, and with particular faculty we will give you the we will solve your doubts with clear explanation. So, do not forget to join in our Telegram group channel students, it is quite benefit to you for 11th, 12th and also repeaters. And if you want to have any queries, contact this number. This about our information of our NEET World Institute. So, do not forget to join in our NEET World. Okay. So, let us start the session of today. So, we are discussing completion of the one root modification from the morphology of flowering plants. There are three essays will be there. What are they? Root modification, stem modification and inflorescence. So, among the three, one we completed it. One is completed. So, let us see the stem modification. We also completed the most of the stem modification part also. Let us revise fastly and we will go to the today's session. See what is stem, which part it is? It is a aerial or underground part. Stem is the underground part, right? Sorry, underground part is it? No, it is a aerial part. Stem is the aerial part. What is the underground part? It is a root. It is a root. Underground part is root. So, where it is root arise from? From the radicle. So, you must remember this point, roots are arise from the radicle. And aerial part of the plant, we call it as stem. Stem is arise from the plumule. Stem arise from the plumule. Okay, do not forget for the NCERT also it is so quite important 2 points to be remembered. And also what I said, so for the stem is modified. Why the stem modification is happening? Some people do not know about the modification. What is meant by modification? Change, alternately change. Why it is changing? Why the stem is required to change? For the storage, and also for the assimilation of food, and also for the harsh environment conditions, right. So, the ultimate goal of the plant to survive na. So, for that the stem is also becoming part to modifying it and supporting itself, right. That is why the stem modification is happening. So, see here, this is the plant, right. So, here is this is the underground part, we call it as a root system. Root system is erased from the radicle. Root system is developed by the radicle. Okay. Coming to the shoot system. Shoot system is where is the shoot system arises? From by the plumule. If you see the internal structure of the seed, when you sow the seeds, then only the plants will give arise na. So, if you see the internal structure of the seed, So, when you see the germination of the seed, here is the radicle, this part the roots are arising from this part for the root. Okay. So, root system is the formation of the root system by the radicle and the shoot system by the this plumule. Got it? Okay. So, here is the what is the function of the shoot system? What is the function of the root system? The function of the root system is anchorage. It fixes the the roots are fixing into the soil and help to for the environment conditions, to harsh environment conditions. They don't have shelter, right? That is why it giving the anchorage. So, coming to the absorption, whatever the minerals is there in the present in the soil, it will be absorbed through the roots only, right? So, for the absorption and also storage, the food the food also stored in the roots. We studied in the root modification, right? So, coming to the transport, what are the minerals all transporting to the tip of the leaves, the superficial layers of the leaves by the root only, and also hormones. You will get to know by the hormones in the next classes. First, you will remember these are the root functions. Okay. Coming to the shoot system, what is the function of the shoot system? Shoot system is present aerially, right? It is against the geotropism, it is growing. Against the geotropism, it is growing. And so, what is meant by geotropism? So, roots are grows towards the geotropism, which means towards the gravity, and the shoot system which is vertically grows toward just opposite to the geotropism. So, it is towards the phototropism. So, the shoot system grows towards the phototropism, which means towards the light. Okay. So, this is the aerial part, which means it is in contact with the air, that is why it is the aerial part. So, that is why we say the aerial part of the plant we call it as shoot system. It is erased from the plumule. These are the very important points, that is why I am again I am saying this to you people. Okay, see. So, what is the function of the shoot system? So, photosynthesis, reproduction, right? Vegetative propagation, how it is happening. So, if you take the hibiscus plant, so you take the branch and we will propagate it. So, what is meant by asexual reproduction? The vegetative propagation is come under the asexual reproduction, no. So, the plants are arising from the vegetative parts. Plants are arising from the vegetative parts. What are the vegetative parts? Students, what are the vegetative parts? So, the plants are arising from the vegetative parts. What are the vegetative parts of the plant? Vegetative parts. What are the vegetative parts? Leaves, roots, stem, these are all the the parts which are not involving in the gametes, which means the fusion of gametes. So, they are called when they are not involving, right. So, these are the vegetative parts of the plant. Leaves, stem, branches and roots, these are the vegetative parts of the plant. So, another more, so this is about the function of the shoot system and also storage, and also stem is modified to to survive to adverse conditions. It is functioning as a storage storage also, and also transport, whatever the minerals it is absorbed by the roots, it is transferred through the stem only na. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, coming to the next one, and transport hormones. Hormones in the next classes you will going to learn about this. So, let us see fastly recap the yesterday's session. So, see once. So, stem is the aerial part of the flowering plant. What is the aerial part? It is because the stem is growing towards the phototropism, light, towards the light. That is why the reason we call it as aerial part of the flowering plant. If you take this plant like this, so here it is a stem now. The contact with the air with the only stem, because that is why it is in the stem is the aerial part. Stem is the aerial part of the plant. Okay, these are the roots. The contact of the root is soil, not air. That is why it is underground. The underground part of the plant is root. So, shoot is it is contact with the air, that is why it is the aerial part of the plant. The first statement is exactly that. The aerial part of the flowering plant is called stem. Why we are calling the flowering plant? Because there are non-flowering plants are too. What are they? Algae, bryophytes, pseudophytes, gymnosperms are all the non-flowering plants. For all the flowering plants, it is the system. Okay. So, the aerial part of the flowering plant is called stem. So, stem is modification. Why is the stem is modifying? For the storage, for the purpose of for the adverse conditions, to survive it, and also for the reproduction, right, to extend its own species, right. So, the stem is also modifying. The permanent structural change of the stem to perform some special functions suitable to the environment. The stem is permanently changing to perform some specialized full functions suitable to the environment is called stem modification. Okay. There are of three types. What are they? Underground, aerial, subaerial. Underground means the word itself is saying the stem is modifying, the stem is undergroundly it is arising, which means underground present is most important for the storage. It is the main function of the storage of food. Okay. So, aerial stem modification. What is aerial stem modification? The word itself it is saying it is contact with the air, right. So, subaerial, which means it is half under the soil and half under the in the contact with the air. Okay, let us see this next. So, underground stem modification. What are the examples of the underground stem modification? Here it is the slide, it is the the picture is also there, right. Ginger, colocasia, onion, tuber. These are the examples of the underground stem modification. In some plants, see, for the stem and underground stem modification, in some plants the stems grow into soil. The stem which are growing into soil for the mainly purpose of the storage of food. They can withstand unfavorable conditions and become perennial plants. Perennial means they live more than 2 years. The plants which live than more than 2 years, we call it as perennial plants. Okay. Coming to the one. So, 1 minute. They perform, okay. They perform vegetative propagation. What is meant by vegetative propagation? By the vegetative parts the plant is reproducing itself, right. They store food material, the mango, what I said, it stores the food, right. So, rhizome is nothing but the example of ginger, right. Okay. Rhizome of ginger, bulb of onion, and also corm of colocasia, stem tuber. Rhizome of ginger grows horizontally, okay, grows horizontally, and you can see the disc structures in the onion, right. And corm of colocasia, it is vertically grown, in under the ground. Okay. So, do not forget these points, it is the most important points to remember. So, this is about the underground stem modification. Coming to the next one, aerial stem modification. We discussed these two. What are aerial stem modification? Stem tendrils, right, thorns, phylloclades, and also bulbils. These are the examples of the aerial stem modification. Let us fastly recall this, students. So, aerial stem modification, the first stem tendrils, how the stem tendrils are arising from the axillary bud, See here. So, where is axillary bud is actually present? If it is a plant, right, if it is a plant, excuse me, okay. If it is a plant, you have you notice there is a knots, some patches like this, right. So, in plant that way what we call it as nodes, the space in between them we call it as internodes, right. So, wherever the nodes are there, that is the part which arising the leaves, branches and all that. Okay. In that nodes the above some bud is present for all, that is why they are numerous in number. So, what we call them as axillary bud. What we call? Axillary bud. From that the stem tendrils are arising. So, in the what is the tip? If it is the present at the tip, what we call? We call it as the terminal bud. So, what is the function of the axillary bud? See here. So, aerial stem modifications are 4 types. Stem tendrils, first one. See, these are slender, which means thin, and also spirally coiled structures mainly functions about the support. Already explained you students, please go through the before session also. They help in climbing. What is the main purpose? For the support. See here by the help by the help of this tendrils, it is it is supporting to grow the plant, right. So this help in climbing. So there are two types. Axillary bud modified into tendril in the cucumber, watermelon, it is in the gourd family, right. So coming to the terminal bud is modified into tendril in the grapevines. The terminal bud is modified into grapevines, okay. And in the axillary bud is turned into long pointed woody structures. Why it is turned into the long pointed woody structures? Because to from the grazing of the animals, right. So herbivores, the plant it is mostly found on the main food material is the plants, right. So they are to protect by themselves. So the the axillary bud is here, see exactly here. So the bud is modified to into long pointed woody like structures. That is why in that case if they can eat the herbivores, no. So to protect themselves, the plants are they cannot run, right. So plants cannot run. For its protection they need to have some specifications, they need to have some modifications to to not extend its species. That is why they have the long pointed structures, we call it as thorns. The buds of the stem modify into woody, straight and pointed structures, what we call thorns. And thorns are different and spines are different. Spines are from the leaves. Note here itself, because you will confuse, okay. Stem modification is thorns and leaf modification is spines, okay, spines. And leaf tendrils is different and stem tendrils is different, okay. For the stem tendrils they are erased from the axillary bud and also by the terminal bud. But here it is not like that, for the leaves it is different. So in the stems we call it as thorns, and if the erasing from the leaves we call it as spines, okay. Okay. Next, what are phylloclades? So it mostly found in the arid regions, right. So phylloclades are most arid in xerophytes, desert areas, which means arid regions means they cannot survive in that area. That is why the stem is itself modifying. The leaves are modified to reduce transpiration. If there is no leaves, why there is no leaves? If the leaves, the transpiration rate is more. What is meant by transpiration? Transpiration is the loss of water in the form of water vapor, right. So in the desert areas the more amount of temperature will be more, because of there it is a desert area, we already know that, right. Temperature is more, which means transpiration rate is also more. That is why they are modified, okay. The stem is itself it is modified. It is a maybe flat like structure like opentia. So they may be in the structure of cylinder in the euphorbia, okay. So the stems become green, flat, photosynthetic. They are only itself, there is no leaves. So itself the stem itself acting as a photosynthetic part. So and perform the photosynthesis. The examples are opentia, euphorbia, casuarina. These are the examples you have to remember, okay. This is about the phylloclades. Coming to the bulbils. 1 minute. So here the some plants detach from the parent plant and develop its adventitious roots, and they become erase new plant. So they buds called bulbils. These are the bulbils, okay. So these help in the vegetative propagation, which means it is erasing from the vegetative partner, that is why it is vegetative propagation. The examples are floral buds, agave, and vegetative buds, Discoria. So this is about the aerial stem modification. This is what we explained in the previous class very elaboratively. Please go through that class also, it is quite easy for you. 1 minute. Okay, it is visible. Okay, see here. 1 minute. Okay. See, subaerial stem modification. What is meant by subaerial stem modification? Subaerial means some part is in the underground, some part is in the air. So that is why it is what we call subaerial, right. So here the stems are partially aerial, which means partial means half in the contact with the air, some part is in the underground, right. So 1 minute. We have to learn subaerial stem modification very clearly, because it is little conceptual. So, here stems are partially aerial and partially underground. They help in vegetative propagation. So, they will only participate in the asexual mode of reproduction, reproduction. So, how they are modifying, let us see here. Runner, what is meant by runner? See, some plants like grasses, they will die. So, from the old parts only the new plants will arise. If there is any sexual reproduction is happening? No, right? That is why runner is also a type of vegetative propagation. In some plants, this stem is spread into new inches, 1 minute, okay, new inches and develop new plants from the old parts die. Got it? So, in such plants are called runners. Such plants are called runners. Example, strawberry, oxalis, these are the examples. So, when the old parts die, the new plant will be erases. This is about the runner. Coming to the next point, stolon. What is stolon? In some plants, here see, a slender, which means a thin lateral branch grows aerially. What is meant by aerially here? See, 1 minute, I will show the very clear picture for you. Okay. So, here see, this is the plant. So, this is the first plant, which arises, 1 minute, okay, 1 minute students, okay. See here, the plant is arising, which is not undergroundly, it is not, it is forming the new plant. It is by the aerially, it is contacting the soil. So, the some part arising from the parent plant, then it is fixed into the soil, again it gives to the roots, again it arising the new plant. This is stolon. Got it? This is stolon. And the suckers are quite opposite to the stolons. Suckers are quite opposite to the stolons. Stolon are arising from the aerially. By suckers, they are arising from the underground. Okay? See here. In some plants, a slender lateral branch grows aerially like this. The branch grows aerially, and after some time it arcs. It's like it shows arcs, like it contact with the soil, touch the ground and produce adventitious roots. And they produce adventitious roots. Such branches are called stolons. So, stolons are quite opposite to the suckers, because they are undergroundly grown and they will give the new plant. For it is not like that. They arise from aerially and contact with the soil and form the adventitious roots, and it arises to the new plant. So, some such branches are called stolons. When they detach from the parent plant, they lead independent life. When they detach from the parent, then it leads the independent life. What are the examples of examples of the stolons in your you can see in your surrounding areas also? Jasmine plant, Nerium, mint plant. These are the plants, the stolons you can see. These are the subaerial stem modification, the second one. So, stolons opposite is sucker. See here. Coming to the next one, offset. Before offset, we will know about the sucker, because now only I explained the stolon, right? It is quite opposite, I said no. So, let us see. In some plants, the part of the stem under the ground. See, what I said in the stolon, there aerially arises, and when it touches the ground, it fixes into the soil and the whole parent plant will be erased, right? So, coming to here, for the sucker, in some plants the part of the stem lies underground, see, underground and erases to the new plant. So, some lateral, see here, the stem lies under the ground and some lateral branches originate from the main stem. Here the some lateral branches arise from the main stem through the underground, it giving to the new plant. So, they grow horizontally. They are growing horizontally. First you have to know how it is, what is a horizontal and vertical. So, if it is growing like this, it is a horizontal. If it is going like this, it is a horizontal. Okay? So, it is a vertical. It is a vertical. So, it is a vertical, 1 minute. So, it is the vertical. It is the horizontal. Is the sucker is growing horizontally or vertically? Answer is horizontal, which means under the ground it is growing like this, na? It is a horizontal. It is a, if it is growing straight means it is a vertical. Okay? They grow horizontally and then come to the oblique upwards, giving rise to new leafy shoots system. These branches are called suckers. The part will be called what we call, it is the sucker. So this part is the sucker, right? The stolon is different and sucker is different. It is undergroundly the plant is raised means it is a sucker, and if it is aerially the branch is touching the ground and forming the adventitious roots mean it is the stolon. Got it? So coming to the offset, one internode length, which means what is said in the plant, there will be the knots will be there, no. So it is the internode. They are exactly in the length of just internode. Okay. One internode length of the lateral branches are aquatic plants. These are the aquatic plants. See, they are having the tuft of roots and rosette of leaves. It's like 1 minute. They are like group of it is like a flower. So offset appears like a flower. The region in between the one offset to the another. This is the example of pistia. So here the one pistia and other pistia. So the contact between that is nothing but the offset. See, one internode length of lateral branches aquatic plants is called offset. It bears rosette of leaves, which means a group of leaves. Okay, it is exactly look like a flower. Oh, okay. So see, they are having look like a group of flowers. So it bears rosette of leaves, and at each node they are having the rosette of leaves and tuft of balancing roots. Here for balancing this rosette of leaves, they are having the many group of numerous roots are there. So what is the example of this is pistia and Eichhornia. Okay. So it just the reason between them, it is called the offset. Offset, right? So here it is the it is the sucker. The horizontal growing of the lateral branch to erase a new plant is nothing but that sucker. The examples is pistia and Eichhornia. Got it? This is about the subaerial stem modification. Let's once see this. 1 minute. Okay. So how many are there subaerial stem modification? Runner, stolon, offset and sucker. Coming to the runner, they are grown from the older parts, right? From the parent plant. When their older parts die, it will erase to the new plants. So such plants are called runners. Example, strawberry, oxalis. And coming to the stolon, they are grown in from the aerially, right? Not from the underground. Underground is sucker, and the branch is growing from the aerially, and it showing the arc condition, and when it touches the ground, it forms the adventitious roots. What are the examples of this? Jasmine, nerium, mint plant. Okay. Coming to the next one, offset. Offset having the rosette of leaves, like it looks like a flower, I said. For balance is that rosette of leaves having the tuft of roots too. The examples are pistia and Eichhornia. The one rose, a pistia and to another pistia, the connection in between them, it is nothing but offset, right? So for the sucker, they are grown horizontally under the ground and erasing the new plant. Got it? So very simple stem modification is. So let's do some questionnaire also. So see these two questions. Select the incorrect statement. They are asking the incorrect statement. See the statements. Cucumber axillary bud into tendril. Bougainvillea axillary bud into thorns. Euphorbia axillary bud into spines. So it is not at all correct, because see. So if you if you have the smart, if you have read the content, it is what I said, spines are the modified part of leaves, right? So it is not at all, the euphorbia is not from the, exactly wrong, right? So because axillary bud is in euphorbia is the not from the spines. These are exactly wrong statement according to the question. So these are all what is said in the gourd family. It is a right statement. The axillary bud arrays into tendril for the support, right? Bougainvillea axillary bud turn into thorns for the protection from the browsing of the animals, right? Citrus, the axillary bud turn into thorns. This is also in the when I am explaining the previous class, I explained to you, right? So the for above the condition, the wrong answer is euphorbia. Got it? Coming to the Make the incorrect about the pneumatophores. What are the pneumatophores? They are the respiratory roots. They are the respiratory roots which grows vertically, to the ground, right? Why they grow vertically towards the ground? To get the oxygen, which means they lives in the swampy areas. They lives in the swampy areas which is having the more muddy conditions. Okay, to get the oxygen, they will grow vertically towards the, vertically opposite to the ground, right? For to get the oxygen. Why does the plants require oxygen? Of course, they require oxygen to produce energy. Okay, and see here, make the incorrect statement they asked. So here first one, grow vertically upwards, the first statement is correct, and coming to the help to get oxygen, it is also correct. So found in plants growing in swampy areas, this is also correct statement. They ask incorrect statement, right? They are modified adventitious roots. No, they are not modified adventitious roots, they are respiratory roots, right? They are growing vertically to the soil. Okay, coming to the next two questions, do it on your own self, then I will solve in the next class. Okay, this is about stem modification. Please write the notes, and if you have any doubts, comment in the comment section. I will explain you in a clear way. So as of now this, so we'll discuss in the next session we'll discuss some questions, and then we'll look into the question of inflorescence. So these are the three questions: root modification, stem modification, and inflorescence. These are the three important questions. You have to must and read for your IP examination. Out of three, you will get definitely one in your upcoming examination. Got it? See now. So before I am winding up the class, I would like to announce very important news for you. From tomorrow onwards, we are starting the NEET course. Okay, with you will get for just rupees 3,333. So it is a limited offer, only limited seats are available, and you will get 400 plus live classes, and with recording sessions are available, and one-on-one doubt solving sessions will be there. And also, as we are for batch we are keeping limited, so the offer will be end soon. So don't forget to enroll to our NEET course, and for both MPC also, BIPC also. For MPC people, the particular lecturers will explain about that, and for BIPC people, for 11th and 12th and repeaters and also droppers, it is a golden opportunity for you. So because we are giving just at the cost of 3,333 per month. Okay, so well crafted study material only provided by us. So if you practice those questions, it's far more enough, right? Which because we are made from the NCERT, based on the NCERT. If you practice those material also, you will get good marks in your upcoming competitive examinations of NEET and EAP set. So this is about our important information. If you have any queries, please let me know by this number. We are providing for both offline and also online also. For offline people, you can visit our institute at Narayanguda, Hyderabad. If you want to join through online, this is the number is present down there. No, contact with that number. Then we will give you all information in detailed way about us. So this is about today's session. Let's meet in the tomorrow session. Thank you.